darlings, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Today I have a Bible journaling process using Kaale Bang's new set, God of All Seasons Fall Edition. And I love this. This is over on the Illustrated Faith shop. I'm going to link everything below. I love this because it has all the fall feels. And she has 3 pages of ephemera on here. And she also has some pattern paper. You'll see this is all cut up. But I'll show you the elements that I have left. I love the sentiment, through the seasons change. Though the seasons change, your love remains. She has some other pieces. And you can see the full pages. This is the one that's mostly full. I've cut out the pages that I know I'm going to use in this Bible journaling process. And she also has some scriptures here, but you can use those scriptures if you're looking for a place to journal for that principle. But I actually went through the Presence of God, She Reads Truth study book and last month, and I have some notes here that I actually wanted to get into my Bible. So I'm going to be using the scripture in Psalms 27:4, and then I will use Kaale Bang's principle to journal my notes that I have from that study. So I'm going to put you on fast forward and we'll see how it turned out. Let's dig in. I'm really loving this set by Kaale because she's showcasing some beauty that we find in the season of fall. Like these beautiful trees that we find outside in nature, also some fall decor, some beautiful outfits, and some very cute girls. And beauty is kind of what I want to center this page around, and finding beauty in God's presence and in changing seasons. This reminds me of day 2 in the She Reads Truth Presence of God study that I did last month. So I wanted to journal a page on it. And I'm basing it on Psalms chapter 27, verse 4, and it reads like this. I have asked one thing from the Lord. It is what I desire, to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, gazing on the beauty of the Lord and seeking him in his temple. And I thought this was just so beautiful because David talks about how he wants to not only dwell in the house of the Lord and in his presence, but to be in awe of God's beauty, of the Lord's beauty. Everything he does, everything he has created is so beautiful, and he makes everything beautiful within his time, right? So I thought that this would be a beautiful time to journal to God and to write out my heart and some of the notes that I have here on this page about the beauty that we can find in changing seasons. Changing seasons can often be sometimes hard for us because sometimes we're not very good with change. But I think that just like we see beauty in fall, when it's a season of so much change, where we're seeing leaves fall and we're seeing things go from bright to a little bit more dark or more muted, we see beauty in the season of fall. So we should also see beauty in changing seasons in the Lord. So I wanted to journal a little bit about that. You'll see me here. I have used these trees to kind of do the background. I really loved this chair because I wanted to signify it me sitting and in God's presence. So I wanted to add this tree. It doesn't always need to be completely cohesive. I think symbolic or meaning can also be meaningful when it comes to Bible journaling. So I put this chair over, and I also wanted to put all the different trees so we can see the different changes and the beauty that comes in fall. So that was one of the things I wanted to showcase. I also did some journaling and some note taking on the back of a Felicity Jane journaling card, and you'll see that as well. I'm using this clear pocket so I can put my journaling in there. So you'll see me also just gluing down the ends of that. This cute little girl with a mug, I'm imagining her being me. So I'm going to grab some cardstock and I'm going to make her a little bit more not flimsy, so a little bit stronger in order to anchor her down on that clear pocket. You saw me do that as well with the tabs. What I did was, because I printed this on computer paper, on items that I want reinforced a little bit more, I'll go ahead and glue those onto some cardstock and then use them just so they'll be a little bit more sturdy. So I only add glue with my tape runner to the bottom part of this, and then I glue her down. And now I'm looking for a tab to put on my journaling card. I go through the Felicity Jane ones, but then I remember that I have these cute ones that come with Kelly's set, and I opt for using one of these. I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach that. And there it is. I just slide that into that clear pocket. I love that I was able to find a gingham yellow card because it matches with her perfectly. And now I'm going to find some word fetty to add to the top of that tag, and I opt for the word beautiful because we are looking at the beauty in changing seasons. I'm going to use the same washi tape that I used to anchor down my chair and a little bit that I used on that tab for the journaling card towards the top of my page, and I accidentally stapled 2 pages together. Oops. Now I'm going to start working on my title. I pulled some alphas already in my stash that match the teal blue in the chair and on the tab. That way I have 3 there. And I'm going to use these alphas to put out the word changing. And then I'm going to hand letter in beauty in and the word seasons. I'm going to first do it with pencil, and then I'm going to go over what I hand lettered in my Faber-Castell black Big Pip marker. I loved using this set to document the beauty that we can find when we dwell in God's presence. That is it, darlings. I love how this turned out. So as I told you, I have my little journaling behind this card. I love that I was able to add some of my notes back here, and definitely pick up this set if you are interested. I'm going to link everything below. If you're new here, I hope you consider subscribing and give this video a like. You know you want to like this video. Leave me any comments or questions below. I try to get back to you as soon as possible, and have a wonderful day, darlings. God bless.